Without any further ado, I want to introduce you to my brand new machine quilting rulers, Squiggy, Shorty, Slim, and Archie. I've been machine quilting for 15 years, and I finally teamed up with Creative Grids to develop my own line of machine quilting rulers, and I am so excited about it. There's so many fun things about these rulers, so much thought that I put into them, I can't wait to tell you all about it. But first, like I've said, I've teamed up with Creative Grids. So now you have that quality that you've come to expect from the Creative Grids rulers, except these are made especially for machine quilting. What does that mean? First and foremost, that means that all these rulers already come with the grip on the back. That's right, no more putting tape, glue dots, nothing like that. It's already on the ruler. Besides the grip, I've designed these with the home quilter in mind. Now, even though I work on a long arm, I also quilt on a sewing machine, and I wanted these rulers to be small enough to fit within the sewing machine, but big enough to be versatile. And so we spent a lot of time coming up with just the right lineup of rulers to help you master machine quilting. Another thing I think you're going to love are the markings on the ruler. In my machine quilting classes, I always talk about the importance of having markings on your rulers. That's what helps you align your quilting to the previous line you just did. But we've taken it a step further. We not only have great markings on here, ones that you're going to use, and I can't wait to show you how, but we also have them in black and white. That means no matter what kind of fabric you're working on, no matter what kind of quilt, you're going to be able to see those markings. If you're working on dark fabrics, the white will show through. If you're working on light fabrics, the dark will show up. And if you're working on a multicolor quilt, you're going to be able to see exactly where those lines are. I think that this is something that will make machine quilting so much easier. So we've added the grip to it, we've used markings in different colors, we've designed this in sizes that you're going to actually be able to use on your sewing machine. But the thing that I'm really the proudest of is that these 4 rulers are going to help you do a range of quilting designs. Now they might look a little different, but I can't wait to show you what each one of these are going to do. So let's get to it. Ooh, which one do I pick first? Ooh, let's go with Slim. Slim is like your go-to ruler. This great straight edge is going to be perfect for stitching in the ditch, dot-to-dot quilting, or creating geometric looking designs easily. But what makes him nice and fun is he isn't too long. That means when you're placing him in your machine bed, you don't have to worry about it running into the back of your machine. Another thing that I love about Slim is the curved top. So one side is curved. Why is that? Well, it's not because we ran out of points. Ha, ha, ha. This curved top allows for some really fun border designs. It also has 45-degree angle markings, which are going to help keep your lines nice and consistent when you're quilting on the diagonal. If you're only going to pick one machine quilting ruler, I think this should be it. Try using it in borders or in blocks, but I think you're going to love Slim a lot. So speaking of straight lines, let's meet Shorty. Now you'll notice first of all that Shorty is, well, short. That must be where it gets its name. What's great about Shorty is that this ruler is going to work in even smaller sewing machines. So even if you have a smaller throat in your machine, you're still going to be able to quilt straight lines. He isn't just for straight lines though. We've added some needle stops on the bottom. What this will do is allow you to create a continuous design. So with the curved top and the needle stop, that means we're going to create some really fun designs with this ruler. But Shorty isn't the shortest one in the bunch. That belongs to Archie. This cute little ruler is perfect for quilting arcs. When I sat down and really thought about what kind of rulers I wanted to make, all I had to do was think back to all the machine quilting classes that I have taught. As I teach classes, I see what designs people have trouble with. I see what things that a ruler would help, and arcs are one of them. The problem with quilting arcs is you'll quilt one side perfectly fine, and the next side looks like a drunk monkey did it. Now that is completely normal. We all have one side of a design that's easier than the other, but what Archie is going to do is keep it nice and symmetrical on both sides. Now Archie is meant to fit in a 3-inch border, but it can go in other spaces as well. You can try overlapping them, echoing them, changing direction, and so much more. And last but certainly not least, we have Squiggy. Now this may look like a weird shaped ruler, but let me tell you, I could not be more proud of this ruler. Its main job is to help you quilt serpentine lines. If you have been reading my blog or watching any of my videos, you probably know that I love quilting serpentine lines, whether it's in blocks or borders, but there's one thing I've noticed when teaching it, it can be a tricky one to learn. The problem is it has a reversing direction, so you go one direction and then you switch to the other, which can be really hard to wrap your mind around, especially if you're new at machine quilting. So I've made a ruler that's going to help you with that. First of all, you'll notice that nice curve. What this means is that I can quilt my serpentine lines from the top down, or I can precision it and go from the bottom up. This outside curve will fit 3-inch borders, and the inside will fit 2 inches, so you can use it on multiple sizes, which will make it nice and versatile. Another thing that is so very important are these needle stops. Now what this is going to do is not only let you know when to stop without going past the ruler, but it's also going to help you gauge where to position the ruler in reference to your border. But you can do even more than serpentine lines with Squiggy. If you look at it, it's kind of like a big funny wave. Well, you can use it as a wave ruler. Those needle stop points means that I can quilt it, reposition my ruler, and then quilt again. So even if you don't want to quilt serpentine lines, if you want to quilt some fun waves, if you want to quilt some border designs, or if you just want a fun shaped ruler that could be used as a boomerang, I'm just saying, then Squiggy is for you. Well, now I've introduced you to all 4 rulers. I am so excited about them. I hope you think they're just as cool as I do.